Hey Aquarius, welcome to the month of March. I do hope that this video finds you well and in good spirits, and if it doesn't, then I hope it is helpful for you. I was connecting to your energy before I hit record, and I just felt this very beautiful, serene energy. I was actually picking up on an angelic presence around you. So when I was tuning into this energy and then starting to draw the cards, I kind of felt like there was a lot going on in your life. Very often when I feel spirit coming through in this very strong way, there is something that needs support for this person or for the sign that I am reading for in this case. And there really is a lot this month happening for you astrologically and both in the cards that I drew for you that really might feel like there's a lot against you, or there's even this energy where you are kind of subject to controversy or other people's criticism, but you're actually becoming more aligned with who you are and really embracing who you are. It's part of this self-love journey that you are on. And if there isn't, if there is a sign that isn't afraid to shake up the status quo, it is you. So I think you are very equipped for this energy, but hopefully this reading gives you some tools to help navigate March. Now, before we get too far into this, I just want to let you all know that, as always, you can find links in the description box down below if you're looking for a reading or Reiki session with me. I'm now also on Patreon. So for those of you who want to support this content, this is a great way to help me keep doing these videos, to keep putting these videos out here each month. And you actually get some exclusive benefits, such as my astrology notes that I make for all 12 zodiac signs each and every month. You get potentially access to live streams as well as weekly energy updates. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, definitely check out the Patreon link down below. And of course, I appreciate any and all support that you show to this channel, whether it's just your likes, shares, comments, or subscribes. It really means a lot to me, and I'm so grateful for all of your support that you've given me with my time on YouTube. Anyways, Aquarius, the very first card that I pulled was the Judgment card. And honestly, I saw this and I was just immediately like, I sensed this like really powerful spiritual angelic presence. I was specifically getting Archangel Michael. And sometimes Archangel Michael comes through when we have feelings of unsafety or feelings of instability. And he can sometimes show himself through sirens. I know that's a very common sign for Archangel Michael. I also think feathers, the color blue and purple are often associated with him as well. So if you see blue or purple lights, that could potentially be Archangel Michael. I'm trying to think of other signs. I also want to say there's something with horns as well, but I think that's more Gabriel, which is interesting with the Judgment card because this does represent Judgment Day. There is kind of this reckoning, and I think this already has happened for some of you with Judgment showing up in the past. For others of you, this is talking about kind of a spiritual awakening or a spiritual purpose or life purpose. And I have the Seven of Pentacles here as kind of what you have been gaining from this energy, or what you have been reviewing, I should say, from this energy. There's a lot of review with the Seven of Pentacles. And with the energy and the astrology this month, there really is this focus on finances and the long-term stability of things in your life. And I feel like you're kind of looking at things right now and you're like, is this really been worth all the energy and time that I've put into this? There's almost this kind of crisis I'm feeling. Like, I'm wondering if some of you are feeling like you went down the wrong path, or you want to go on a different path and you don't think you can. And I'm specifically thinking with the new moon in Pisces, that is on March 2nd. This is also the same day that Mercury is conjunct Saturn, one of your ruling planets. There really is this focus on knowing your worth and making very lucid assessments and asking for things that you deserve. And I'm wondering if there's actually some backlash from this. I'm wondering if people aren't able to give you these things, especially if you're asking for a raise or just asking for something, because we do have this Three of Swords energy. It feels like there is the sense of loss or possibly even betrayal. But honestly, Aquarius, as I'm really connecting to this Three of Swords, I feel like for a lot of you, what this actually represents is the ways that you've been breaking your own heart and breaking your own spirit, trying to do something that hasn't been aligned for you. And you're really looking at this month. You're already aware of this if this is something that you've been considering. And I'm not saying this as like, if you love your job, then you need to leave your job. Or if you love someone, you need to leave this person. You'll know if this is hurting you. You'll know very clearly, just looking at these cards. And there may have even been a relationship from the past or a situation from the past that you're still reviewing very heavily. And I think you're actually continuing to review that this month. It brought up some things with self-worth, if that's the case. I'm really seeing this energy very, very potently having you kind of second guess yourself. And I feel like there's something again about like not being able to change course with the Page of Pentacles. This is showing up as a challenge. There's some sort of study or some sort of discipline that feels like an obstacle to you. Kind of feels like this could be involving education, to be honest. And again, just looking at the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, you are really just reviewing a lot of things. You're making assessments, reassessing things, reevaluating things. Especially this Pisces season. Because this is all about you knowing your worth. Knowing the value of your labor and of your energy, of your time. Whether this is what you do for a living or what you give to other people in your life. And I'm going to be honest, I feel like a lot of you are walking away from situations. You're leaving the past behind you with the Eight of Cups here. And specifically looking at this card, we have a full moon lighting the way up this mountain, showing you a path. And this is very interesting because I think of the full moon in Virgo on March 18th. And this is very revealing. It's a good time for you to do this soul searching, to go deep within inside yourself. I'm also kind of getting, there's just this energy of like harvest or reaping what you have sown. And for some of you, even though you get the benefit, you get the thing that you worked very hard on, it's not enough anymore. It's not enough to keep you in a situation that is painful for you. Some of you may feel like you've been betrayed by someone. But I also want to ask how you may have betrayed yourself as well. And with the energy we have this month, I feel like a lot of you are either getting some sort of backlash from your family Or maybe there's some conflict with the expectations that you've internalized from your family or your caregivers or whoever raised you. Specifically around the 19th, with Venus in your sign forming a square with Uranus in Taurus. This Taurian energy, this Taurus energy, is about your home. It's about family. It's about your roots, your ancestry. And Uranus is stirring up all of these things. It's the Great Awakener. Some of you are actually connecting to your ancestors or your roots. That is part of the spiritual journey or process you are on. And I feel like a lot of you are on a spiritual journey. You may have even been saying that to yourself. I kind of hear the word journey. I was also getting this, I think, with Leo as well. So if you have Leo placements, you may want to check out that video too. But I keep getting journey because we have the Eight of Cups here as well, which can sometimes indicate a move or travel. And I often look at this Eight of Cups as the journey to become the hermit, or the journey to see the hermit of the major arcana. Because the hermit often lives on top of the mountain, and you have to climb a mountain, or you are leaving a valley. You are leaving a very low place and a low vibration. And I do feel like there's some pain this month, and I'm sorry if this is resonating for you. And it's very easy when we're in this low energy for us not to see outside of it. Thinking of you in this sort of valley, emotionally, surrounded by these mountains, you may not be able to see the world that lies beyond. And you need to journey. You need to follow your intuition. You need to follow your heart, or follow this sense of hope. I actually do see the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck here, and again, this is often someone who is an intuitive messenger or who has strong intuition. Sometimes this is a romantic offer or someone we are courting. But to be honest, the theme here is more about self-love this month than anything else. And knowing the full moon in Leo that we had in February, there very well could have been an ending of a relationship for some of you. Or a change in a relationship. And it's almost like you're on this journey, you're taking time away to heal, or to commit to yourself. Again, I keep getting this sense of conflict, and this may be coming with family. I'm also remembering that Mars is in your sign and will be squaring Uranus and Taurus on the 22nd. A few days after Venus does the same thing. And this is where there could be a lot of conflict. Mars can bring tension, it can bring aggression. And maybe that's why you need to distance yourself from some people, especially your family, or even from your home. And when Venus conjuncts Saturn on the 29th, Saturn is one of your ruling planets. It's in Aquarius. It's in your sign. There is such a huge message of self-love and committing to yourself. Saturn represents commitment. It represents discipline. And I want you to actually ritualize your self-love. Maybe this is with a beauty regimen. Maybe this is with a mirror in front of you and giving yourself affirmations, giving yourself compliments. How can you show yourself love? There is an infinite number of ways, and maybe even asking yourself each day, how can I show love to myself today? What does love do now? I'm going to clarify some of this energy, and then we'll go into the animal cards. We have the Two of Cups. So there is a commitment, there is love. And again, I think we really need to think of this as also self-love. Some of you might also be in a relationship that is challenging to your family. I potentially get the sense of maybe a same-sex relationship, or a relationship with someone who has different beliefs as you. This is only going to apply for a few of you, though. I actually think that self-love is the main theme here, and knowing your worth, committing to yourself, committing to your spiritual callings. The Death card in reverse. Some of you really are having a hard time letting something go. I feel like some of you are holding on to old relationships, or the rejection of someone else, or the loss of a lover. And you've made that mean something about you. You made it mean that you weren't good enough. And love is not about winning someone, okay? Love is about compatibility. And just because you weren't compatible with someone, that doesn't mean anything relative to your worth. But I feel like there's something you need to let go of. And as we are getting into Aries season at the end of this month, there is a shift here. There is more communication. And here's the fire with the Aries energy, the King of Wands. Confidence is very, very important for you. And I'm looking at the lions here in the Two of Cups and the King of Wands. And it represents the Strength card, or it's an homage to the Strength card. And why I love this in the Two of Cups, it's about the courage, it's about the bravery it takes to be vulnerable, to see someone eye to eye. And you're allowing yourself to feel your emotions. Tell me more about this Two of Cups. Tell me more about the Two of Cups. Show me clearly, please. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, some of you really don't know your worth. And by the end of this month, you're going after the things you deserve. You're letting go of the old story. For some of you, there really could have been an earth sign or a fire sign. Really specifically, it could be Capricorn energy, could be Leo energy. I could also see Scorpio energy with the Death card. And we have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is about moving forward. I almost wonder if some of you are moving. And maybe moving towards your family or away from family. I'm going to pull some animal cards here for you now. And these animal energies are a very good way to figure out what it is that we need to do, what energy we should be embodying, what strategies we should be employing in our life. What is the animal wisdom for Aquarius? Show us clearly, please. I keep seeing the black egg, which is the throat chakra, speaking your truth. Oops. Again, the lion shows up here. I'm wondering if some of you are connected to a Leo. But the lion is very much about kind of this poker face energy. The lion has very capable energy, very masterful energy. People often look up to this archetype. But the lion also needs someone to speak to and be vulnerable with. And there is a lot of self-love here. There's a lot of pride here. And the pride can represent the lion's pride, the group of people that you are a part of. It can also represent your pride. Maybe your pride is getting in your way. Maybe it's preventing you from being vulnerable. Show me clearly, please. And I mentioned before, too, it feels like there was something with Leo energy if you have Leo placements. So if you do have a Leo placement, you really might want to check out that Leo reading as well. Because there was that sense of journey, too. Show me clearly. Is there anything else? Is there anything else for Aquarius? Is there anything else for Aquarius? Okay, so this owl card kind of flipped out before, and it was at the top of the deck, so I'm going to pull this. There is this need to follow your intuition again, to really explore things. And I think especially around the Virgo full moon, I'm thinking this is an energy where you're seeing things, you're perceiving beyond the veil, potentially. And with the turtle card, this does actually make me think of home is where the heart is. Some of you are coming out of a shell. You need to leave your comfort zone this month. That is a huge, huge thing. And really this whole year, there's going to be a lot of moments or a lot of impetus to leave your comfort zone. And I even wonder if some of you are being forced out of a situation. And that's why this is so challenging. But I want you to trust that this is what needs to happen. You're being moved by spirit right now. And if this feels overwhelming to you, definitely connect with your guides and connect with the angels. Connect with Archangel Michael specifically. I feel like some of you already are connecting with this energy. And we have the horse energy. Trust you are being supported. Trust in the journey. Keep moving forward. And be disciplined. Be determined. And those are all the messages I have for you this month, Aquarius. I do hope it was helpful. I definitely do feel this heaviness with your energy, so please let me know in the comment section down below what this is for you. I'd be very curious to hear, and maybe you can support each other as well. All of my links are in the description box down below, and you're more than welcome to check out the videos for your moon, rising, or Venus sign, or whatever placements that you feel called to, or if there's any video that reaches out to you. Just trust your intuition will lead you to the messages that you need to hear. I will see you all in the next video, and I'm wishing you a very happy and safe March. Take care, Aquarius.